Welcome to Wasted State number 38. I'm Kyle. Here's Mike. That's Justin across from me. We are without Dan tonight. He has to work. Thoughts and prayers. Let's wish him a speedy recovery for having
But we got Gizmo.
to be a slave to the grind. And I forgot my good friend Gizmo there. Not much of a talker, but he keeps us company. Makes us very happy. What is happening in the world of everybody? Michael.
And everybody? It wasn't my job. It was my job to take tabs
What
on
is
every
happening
single
to
one.
everyone that isn't
Every
you?
single one that isn't me? I don't fucking know, dude. Gizmo, what's up? You got anything going on?
Well, you definitely have watched the new Dave Chappelle.
Oh, yeah, there's a bunch of
and Bill
comedy
Burr
specials. Yeah, that was pretty sweet.
We all did, yes?
What do you think about it? Not like critiquing it, but like how they're raging against cancel culture.
Cancel culture? You want to dive right into that?
Fuck yeah.
They should be raging against cancel culture.
Because Dan, Kyle and I did our first showcase with a guy named Shane Gillis, who's from Mechanicsburg. It's like Reds, Central PA, whatever. And he actually worked his way up into SNL, and now everyone wants to cancel him because
of some stuff he said a while ago.
No, it's definitely like it's risque material, and it definitely didn't land. But he is a comedian, and clearly he was trying to make jokes.
And it was in with like a week. He got picked for a spot on Saturday Night Live.
Well, also his comedy, you don't have to. They're gonna find a lot more probably because he's a risk taker.
Yeah, but that's not a problem. He's not getting up there with a fucking a Klan hood
Exactly.
on, and he's fucking telling risque jokes. There's a fucking difference, people.
Like Dave Chappelle has a bit where he does an Asian stereotype accent, and maybe it's not the best taste, but I guess people want to cancel Dave Chappelle too. That's my whole problem. It's like
you're not allowed to say shit.
Yeah.
And you don't even know what's gonna piss people off anymore.
No.
Like it could be the most innocuous shit ever, and these people like they'll find an echo chamber group on Twitter and be like, look what he said here, let's attack him.
And if you don't like it, just don't watch. Like, I don't know why you have to police everything unless if someone's legitimately trying to incite violence or like build a hate group. That's one thing. But if you're a comedy show. You see a comedian on stage, they're probably not trying to start a racist organization from their platform on a stage.
Most comedians are just like damaged people in general. They like dark humor. Like
yeah.
I do believe, like I say it all the time on here and in my everyday life. I'm sorry if you find it offensive, but I think accents are fucking hilarious. Accents can be fucking funny as shit.
Yeah.
And does that make me a racist? Cancel this guy? Like,
yeah.
It's funny. I'm sorry.
You guys are telling me that you can't write a 60-minute set on, like, puppies and bubblegum?
I could. I would enjoy it. It's not why I didn't get into comedy so I could reinforce every media, not stereotype, but, like, whatever their view is and how it changes.
Political correctness.
Yeah, I didn't get into comedy so I could adapt to whatever mainstream contemporary thought is at that point.
Yeah, I don't fucking care.
And people are like acting like comedians need to be moral arbiters of society. It's like these people probably barely made it through high school. That's not who you should be looking to for your insight and philosophy. You should actually look at philosophers who are lazy as shit. You don't even know a philosopher nowadays. Go at them. That's who you should be looking to make your moral viewpoint or build your world view.
But also on the same thing, you got people getting mad at like, oh, you can't say it that way. That's racist. Everything's racist. Everything's like against, and you're offended for everyone. But also, they're the same type of people that are like, you guys can't just keep punching Nazis. Why is everybody always going hard on Nazis? Like, they're the same fucking sides of the argument.
I've heard that argument.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
and there was a group of people that were like, well, not everybody who thinks differently than you is a Nazi. And I'm like, no, this motherfucker has a shaved head and a swastika tattoo talking about you will not replace us. That's a Nazi.
Yeah, for sure. 100%.
Punch him in the mouth until your fucking hand breaks. Like, that's a Nazi.
But it's the same mentality on both sides.
Yeah.
You can't critique a Nazi, and you can't make a joke.
Yeah. Well, one side wants to restrict, like, how you can spend your money or taxing. They want to restrict you financially. And the other side wants to restrict you intellectually. They want to police what you could say or think. And honestly, I don't think no one can go through life never being offended or like getting any pushback because that'll just make a weak person.
You also don't have the right to not be offended.
It's like
You don't.
yeah, and also like if America's a bunch of people that have never been offended in their life, and then we get invaded by Russians that have been wiping their ass barehanded in the snow, how's that gonna work
With
out
an
for us?
AK. Yeah, like I don't know. Like freedom of speech doesn't just mean you get to say whatever you want. It also means you're gonna have to listen to a bunch of shit that you're not gonna like.
Yes.
It's a two-sided coin. It doesn't work just in your fucking favor.
I think of it like this. Like Benjamin Franklin said, anybody that would give up liberty for safety deserves neither. If
Yeah.
you would give up your freedom to say things just so everyone feels comfortable, you don't deserve to feel good or say anything.
Oh, bro, we have all volunteered for the police state.
Yeah.
All of us really
like,
have.
Like I said earlier, it's like 1984. The left wants to be the thought police, and the right's basically the Ministry of Defense that gets you for everything else. But both of them together are a police state. It's a dystopian nightmare of 1984.
Like, people are so fucking...
It's gonna be a real funny episode.
Nobody's really rebellious enough. I really feel like nobody's rebellious enough. Like, the other day me and my dad were coming out of the Walmart, 5th Street Walmart, and they put in a new swinging gate when you go in that like beeps and shit when you go in, and you can't come back out that way just so there's no way around the receipt checker guy.
Okay.
And I'm like, my dad was like, he was walking towards the exit, and he's like, I fucking absolutely hate this part. I hate showing this dickhead my receipt. And I'm like, you don't have to.
Yeah, you don't. I don't.
Like, just walk by, say, I consent to no searches. He's not a fucking cop. He's some dickhead who works at Walmart
does
for
not care.
minimum wage. And secondly, all my dad did was this. He could have had used toilet paper in his hand. The guy was like,
Yeah.
like,
I want to go there and buy like 200 boxes of Q-tips. Like, count them out, buddy.
yeah, count him out. Like you don't have to. But some people I've seen YouTube clips where some guys are real cowboys about it and want to fucking like, oh no, we're gonna hold up this line and I'm gonna look and just think like, fuck up, I consent to no searches. Call the fucking police if you want. I've done nothing wrong. I'm leaving.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck off. You're just some
Yeah.
guy who works at Walmart.
Bring that back. I want a refund. I'm going to Target, bitch.
Yeah, I just people are not rebellious enough. I really don't.
Well, everyone's...
Well, also, have you seen anybody's face if you just go, no?
Yeah,
They lose their shit.
if you
Yeah,
just
yeah,
go
yeah.
no,
No.
it fucks them up.
Uh-huh.
Fucks them all up. They don't
Yeah.
know how to handle it because not a lot of people do it
See,
anymore.
turn in.
What I've done before is while I was walking out, they was like, I need to see your receipt. I went, here you go. And I just kept walking. Like, I handed her the receipt, and I just kept walking.
Like I got to meet a bunch of different kids in college with my wife's sister.
Uh-huh.
And oh my god, like
I can't imagine.
like you kids are fucking brain dead. Like
Yeah.
not in a stupid way, but it's like, do you have any story that involves you doing something transgressive?
Exactly.
Do you have any story where you stood up for yourself in a situation where
Well,
it was like,
don't go that way, because they're gonna say they stood up for themselves online.
Yeah.
Like I was in
eat my dick?
I was, like I'm in a Philly comedian Facebook group,
Yeah.
and there's so many posts from people saying in 2014 or in 2015 Shane Gillis was mean to me at an open mic. They're like, you can't support this guy. He's an asshole. It's like, you had 5 years to bring it up to him in his face.
Yeah.
But when he got a measure of success, then it's a big deal that you have to blast. Not to him either.
Let me
You
throw it
you
up.
didn't message him.
Let me
You just
throw
put
it
in
up
a public,
anonymously on
Yeah.
a public forum.
because you're trying to gain clout or like be the most moral person and say like you're the one that vanquished. Like no one even knows who he is yet. He hasn't even debuted on SNL. The only people that know who he is are well, people know who he is now because he's all over the news.
Have you ever seen the Amazing World of Gumball?
No.
The show. It's pretty terrific if you ever get a
It
chance.
is
It
pretty
is
terrific.
pretty terrific. But there's a line where they have like their own version of Twitter
Okay.
on it, and they're making fun of it. They're like, and the one kid doesn't know what it is, and he's like, "What's Twitter?" And he's like, "Oh, it's a no holds barred bare knuckle fist fight to see who the most tolerant person on the internet is."
Exactly. That's a perfect way to put it.
It really is.
And, the worst part is like people are like, we're making change. It's like, what have you actually done?
You're
make a
only
change in
talking
your-
to
Yeah.
the people that held your opinion anyway.
And also, you're just taught. That's not doing any. Like you have to actually be active outside of Facebook to make change.
Yeah.
those people, a lot of the times, they'll say, "Oh, I repost all these things." Like, when's the last time you volunteered your time to do anything other than just sit on your phone?
Yeah, and if you got a bunch of likes, that doesn't mean you're doing anything. I liked a bunch of shit yesterday. I can't even tell you
What that
half
shit
of the
was.
stuff. Yeah.
What that shit
I was
was.
there. I'm not. It's just a
No, I
thoughtless
can't.
thing.
I met Shane Gillis after we were done
Yeah.
with the stand-up and everything, and I met 2 minutes I talked to him. Seemed like a nice guy. I can't judge. I only met him for 2 fucking minutes. But, god damn, people. Everybody is so fucking sensitive.
Also, but it's not funny just joking about, like, safe subjects. That's not, what for me at least, what makes someone funny is how much...
Party foul.
Is how much they can, like, risk it, but still pull it back and make it funny. Like, you pull yourself to the edge of danger where everyone's like, has this guy lost his mind? Is he crazy? Is he a bigot? And then you bring it back with a joke, like Chapelle.
And
Isn't that comedy?
Yeah, like the abortion thing.
You push the line, and then you find out where it was, and you walk a half step back.
Yeah, or like Bill Burr with his, like, why can't you hit women? You're thinking, like, oh shit. And it draws you in. You're like, is he going to fucking torpedo his career right here? How's he going to do it? And he brings it around. And that's more impressive to me than someone like, a puppy licked my face. I walked out and it was still wet when I was at the store. I'm silly. That's not funny.
Oh boy, is my face red.
And then I had some cotton candy, and I got stuck in a puppy spit.
I've
Yeah,
thought,
exactly.
as I got older, like, you knew me as a teenager, I would just say wildly outlandish, offensive shit
Yeah.
just to be saying it and get, like, a shock reaction or a shock laugh.
Yes, you were a terrible person.
It's fucking... I was bad, guys. I apologize.
You're canceled, y'all.
I don't care. I apologize. I'm done with that part of my life.
Learning the ropes of comedy.
I'm just saying, as I got older, I was like, it should be funnier than it is offensive.
Exactly. That's the only thing.
It should be funnier than it is offensive, because anybody can spout out some offensive nonsense, but if you can make that offensive nonsense also really funny and really clever, that just makes the joke way better.
Exactly. And that's why it's difficult. Oops.
And I've always been way more geared to, like, edgy type comedians and people who will say crazy shit.
Well,
I
edgy
mean, you
comedian.
don't watch, like, the Christian comedy tour?
No, I watch dry bar comedy sometimes, and it's fucking ridiculous.
Some of them are pretty good.
Some of them are pretty good.
Yeah, no, I've heard great, clean comedians.
Yeah.
But
I have.
I like edgy comedians because they're tackling real subjects that
Yeah.
are, like, not just silly things that happen to you in the day. Like,
And I'm
you
a
left the shoe
very,
untied.
I'm a very dark person. I like that. I'll relate to that shit. Like joking about suicide and depression and stuff, and people are like, "That's not funny." It's like, I've attempted suicide. I've had depression my entire life. What he's saying is so spot on. It's really fucking funny.
Yeah. And it's easy to take jokes out of context. Like,
It really is.
Dave Chappelle started with a suicide joke, and they're like, he's making light of suicide. But literally the last words of it are like, you can't judge what's happening on the outside because you have no idea how people feel on the inside.
Yeah.
He's actually saying the exact opposite. But if you stop watching 1 minute in, you're like, wow, this guy thinks Anthony Bourdain should be the happiest man alive. It's like, he wasn't saying that.
He's like, this man was doing the best job ever, and he still killed himself. There's
This guy-
definitely a disease in there.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. It's a lot of this shit. Like, when Dogma came out, Kevin Smith went to protest his own movie.
that's an amazing story.
Wait, what? I don't know the story.
You don't know? When
I've seen
Dogma...
Dogma so many times.
Oh,
too.
yeah.
Yeah,
of the best movies
when
ever.
it came out, it caught a lot of flack from the religious wackos. He got bricks thrown through his house windows. He got death threats. He got fucking
I've
all
seen
kinds
that.
of shit. And at first he's just like, I don't get it. This movie has a rubber poop monster in it. Like, what are you complaining about? So he heard in his hometown there was going to be a fucking protest at the theater that was airing it first night of showing. So he was like, he grabbed one of the other people in the crew and was like, we're making signs and we're going to protest our own movie.
Wow.
And he said that he walked around the whole place and not one of them had seen it.
Yeah. Well,
That's
No,
my
the
point.
best
Like,
part of the
not one
story
person
is-
had seen the fucking movie.
But also, he got interviewed on the news protesting
Yes.
his own movie because nobody knew it was his movie because they didn't know who Kevin Smith was.
well, the funniest thing was you telling me that story is you know who didn't get bricks thrown through their window or major protest for undermining religion? You're the priest that had sex with children.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
you know, I'm just saying.
Mhm.
They can find a moral workaround, a mental gymnastic to fucking, oh, well, it was just a few bad apples fucking thousands of kids.
A few thousand bad apples,
few-
fucking
yeah.
hundreds of thousands of kids.
Yeah, like,
Mm.
fuck off. Somebody made a point, I watch a show online, he's like a music producer, and he teaches, like, tutorials and shit, and he takes user requests,
Uh-huh.
and he was like, my parents wouldn't let me go see Slayer because they're strictly religious, and I'm only 17, and I'm really upset. What could I do about it? And he was like, maybe bring up the fact that none of the members of Slayer are known pedophiles. And your religion is full of them.
At least you'll be safe there.
Yeah. You would be more safe at a Slayer show than being 11 and alone
In a confessional.
in a confessional booth with a fucking priest.
That's a great movie. I gotta
Dogma
watch it
is
again.
great. Yeah.
That's one of the reasons. Like I'm not religious, but even if I was, heaven would be terrible. Like heaven or hell. I don't want to live for eternity.
Yeah, that sounds.
Like that's the premise of the movie. Is an angel just wants to die. That would be me. Like 10 years into it.
Yeah, like. I wonder if there's an opt-out clause. Like,
Yeah.
hey, you've made it to heaven. Like, all right, man, I'm gonna take the 2,000-year package, and after that, I think I'm good.
Like
2,000 years. Ooh.
Yeah, but that's like.
for an eternity.
That's eternity. That's also celestial life, where you can just be like, I want fucking guitars right now, and now I want a blowjob.
Yeah, that's like have
I
you
want a
ever
blowjob and guitar. I feel like you're just gonna keep adding on to blowjobs.
Guitars.
I want a blowjob and a guitar. All right, now I want to play drums with a blowjob. Now I want to watch this movie with a blowjob. Now I want to go on this roller coaster.
Now put something in my butt.
With
It's been 1,000 years. I need something in my butt.
Put a blowjob in my butt.
Yes. I don't know. World's fucking crazy.
Yeah, I hope I don't get canceled because I've said some pretty offensive stuff.
First of all, who has to keep giving that blowjob though? Like
Jesus.
Jesus
It's
himself.
heaven. Get you what you want.
I've just been canceled by the
Yeah, actually, I don't
Christians.
agree with that at all.
He's got that long hair though.
Once again, the views and opinions of Kyle do not reflect the views and opinions of his co-hosts.
Most of the time, pretty much all the time.
Yeah, I just want to live for eternity.
No.
Sounds
Like I
pretty
hope
awful.
vampires are real and I get to turn to one and just get staked and then.
I don't
At
want
least
to
I don't have to
exist
burn.
long enough for blowjobs to be boring.
I mean,
I doubt it would ever get boring.
they're not the most entertaining thing. I want to get right to it.
So I've been watching fucking. I watched a little bit of it because none of us are really super into watching gaming videos.
No.
Like watching
Well,
people.
Dan.
Like I'll watch a good review or like comedy review of a game or something. I'm not super into just watching people play.
Like
Yeah.
streamers?
Yeah.
No, none of
But
us
I've
do.
been watching the Apex Legends tournament because it's a $500,000. It's like the best of the best, pulling off some crazy shit.
Is it $500,000 prize pool or the
Yeah.
winner gets $500,000?
I think the top three split a $500,000 prize pool, which is still a nice chunk of
whatever.
change.
Yeah. No, that's pretty for one stint. That's
Yep.
like
I have a thing against
80
battle
teams.
royale games being that like esporty because there's too much of an element of chance.
There's not.
You don't think so?
I was watching them
I'm
play.
not saying
I was.
it's not-
I
I'm not
watched them play.
saying
There
it's
is
not
no
skill.
element of
no, I'm
chance.
pretty sure pro game. If you see them play FPSs, it's just
No,
like,
yeah.
what are you doing? It's just like
It's-
60
I just
miles
mean,
per hour spinning.
and I'm not saying they're not excellent at the game. I'm just saying something takes it out of me because it's the battle royale.
Nope, they just
you drop.
they know where the good items are gonna be. They know what the spawn rates are. Like these are people who stream for a living, play these
Okay.
games competitively. They know where the good shit's gonna be. They know what's what and what's
Am
gonna
I
happen
just
where.
stuck in the old school Quake mode where like everybody starts off the same and you just run real fast and go?
See, okay. See, I can't get into gaming, competitive gaming, because there's no possibility of something completely unexpected happen. Like
Oh, but
you
there
can,
is.
see, yeah,
there
but you
is.
could. What I mean, like something outside the parameters of the video. It's always gonna be in the parameters of the video game.
Wait, so like
Yes.
what you're saying is
Well, like
like,
in
you want a Bethesda.
Well, like in like a basketball game, you could see
Oh.
it, and it could be normal. Then you're like, that guy just jumped over a 7-foot person. Like I
Or-
didn't know that was possible.
Or like, oh shit, Ron Artest just ran into the stands and fought some people.
Exactly. Stuff like that where you
Like,
just,
I
didn't
agree.
know that's humanly possible.
As much as I enjoyed watching the tour, because I play a shitload of Apex,
Yeah.
watching these fucking people who are at such a high level, I do enjoy it. It'll never beat watching hockey for me.
Exactly.
Like playoff hockey. It's not going to be the fucking same.
Just in hockey, you could have someone that accidentally bounced it off the wall, that bounced off like 6 players' head and got a goal.
I
It
did
I
happened,
also
you'd be like,
watched that guy's jugular get severed.
Oh, yeah, it was a
Like
goalie.
sometimes that happens.
Yeah. But
But
the
if
Apex
it's the other
tournament...
team, maybe you'd be.
I don't know. That was the one we were watching. Like, it's fine, and the camera backed away. We're like, it's a little bit of blood. Just pulls away a little bit more. Like that's all. Of
Oh,
his blood.
yeah,
Yeah,
that
there's a little bit of blood in him still.
Yeah, that's when he face planted.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah, that was bad. But like I said, I've been watching the Apex Legends tournament, and of course everything comes with controversy, right? So day 2 rolls around of the tournament, and you don't get to use a specific PC. There's brackets, and everybody plays at once.
Oh,
and
yeah,
then,
you're
and then
not
the
allowed-
next
They
yeah.
one.
give you your own. You have to use their.
Well,
software.
yeah, you have to use their software, but then another person uses it. So what people were doing is fucking the settings.
Yeah.
Like they would get eliminated or they'd finish up their bracket and just fuck the settings to oblivion. Like, they would drop frame rate shit. They would just, whatever settings could be fucked with to make your game worse.
Yo, that's some straight up unsportsmanlike conduct.
Is it it's against the rules?
It's gotta be.
Yeah, but they can't prove it. They can't prove who. They haven't been able to prove who did what to which.
Oh, wait till
computer.
next time. They're gonna be able to.
Oh yeah, they'll do it next time. There'll be fucking monitors on it next time.
That's like pouring. I just picture a guy like pouring a sticky ass soda in the keyboard.
Yeah, seriously, they were fucking with keyboard settings. They were fucking with like picture quality on the monitor, so they'd be fucking blurry as hell. All
it's
kinds.
$500,000. You're gonna give any advantage you want.
Yeah,
I'm aware of humanity.
Yeah.
If you could get away with it, I see a lot of people.
If I was a professional athlete and I knew I could get away with taking steroids, I absolutely would take steroids.
Yeah. That's like there's an old like drag racing or car racing, whatever you would call it, adage. It was first you read the rule book for what it says, then you read the rule book for what it doesn't say.
It's called being intelligent. Like you only have a 8-year career. You're gonna do whatever you can to make that as advantageous as possible. You have to support your family for the rest of your life.
There's like
I have a funny anecdote, but I don't think anybody cares.
I do. Tell it.
What they used to do is
I do too.
like they used to restrict engine sizes. So to get around it, what people would do is they'd build bigger engines, and then they'd slip cigarette butts through the spark plug holes so that when they would come around and measure it, they would measure in the correct thing, and then you start it up, and it blows them out.
So clever.
Some Breaking Bad level.
It's so clever.
Yeah, it's ingenious.
There's a guy. There's like 25 plus rules in the NHL because one of the coaches just dedicated his entire time to fucking exploiting the rules. Like, he would tell his goalies to take the excess snow and build little snowmen in the crease, so like a puck wouldn't just trickle through. Like, it would stop the puck in the fucking net. Or if the goalie was coming to the bench, like to get an extra player, he put your stick down. So that's a rule now. He had like 20 plus rules.
It's like a villain out of a sports movie, like
I think he's a
Ducks
hero.
or something. Yeah.
I think he's a fucking hero.
Yeah, but now we got all these rules because I love rules.
I do too.
Wait, you going back to the Apex Legend tournament? Were there any female competitors?
Me and Mo watched earlier. She won a game with her friend. There's 2 dudes and a lady on a team.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
I assume
Did you see what happened to the Smash Brothers tournament?
I don't watch games.
There was
I
was a big Smash Brothers tournament, and a little girl
Oh,
girl
wow.
won it, and just death threats, just constantly.
Oh yeah, people are trash, bro.
Mhm. She was like, I don't know, I'm just estimating an age, but she was less than 16.
Wow.
Like, and they were just like, you're fucking trash, I'm gonna kill you, like all these other things.
How much did
like,
she
you
win?
meet me? I don't know.
Because I would have cried into my money pile.
Because of all the tough threats from all these Super Smash Brother
Yeah.
competitors, you know, those are the guys that are really gonna rough you up.
Yeah,
she's
real.
gonna probably beat them all up.
Seriously. But then, so there was that was controversy day 2. Then there was controversy day 1, which I didn't see, and then I saw a fucking clip of it. A major fucking glitch happened, and like a couple of them, a bug happened because Apex.
To everyone? Or?
Apex is still kind of not esports ready. It's solid. It runs really well, but it's still not esports ready.
It runs better than PUBG on Xbox.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Fucking Tiger Electronic wristwatch runs better than PUBG on Xbox. So this dude, these 2 teams get into a fight. They down 2 of the members. The last guy runs and hides in between 2 rocks. Nobody else can get in this area because he like jumped up and got into in between the crease. Okay. These guys are point blank shooting this man to no avail. All he had to do was not move.
Yeah.
And he was fine.
Oh, like it fucked with the hit detection.
Yeah, and they said that the audio queuing is way off on some of the laptops, some of the monitors they're using. Which in competitive gaming you hear what people walking behind you and shit. So it is a big fucking shit show.
They should have probably took $100,000 out of that prize pool and fixed up their code.
It's been a fucking shit show. It's been a fucking mess.
Do you guys think competitive gaming will overtake real sports?
Most definitely.
I do too. Because sports are like really discriminatory, and the fact that there's such a limited amount of people that can ever hope to compete.
No matter how hard I practice, if I would start from birth, I can't be in the NBA. Like,
yeah. Or
I'm 5'10". I'm not making it to the NBA.
Or the NFL, you have to be like 6'3", 300 pounds and run fast as shit. Like it's
it's like when I watched it, like the little guy and my stats pop
like
up.
I've read a stat that like 60 or 70% of the people in the NBA or NFL had a relative that was in the NBA or NFL. You need that genetic code. So like But gaming, it's reflex-based, sure, but...
There's an age discrimination.
Literally, you just said a preteen woman just won the tournament, so it's
Yeah.
like anybody could conceivably win it.
Like that fucking bullshit they tell you when you're a kid, like you can accomplish anything.
Fuck no.
That's not true. But in gaming, in competitive gaming, it's a little more true. Like
It's a little bit more
anybody can
level.
get really good
Yeah.
at a fucking game. Like you don't have to be this fucking tall to be selected in a draft. You know what I
I
mean?
can
You
go
just-
practice 3 throws. I'm still not fucking making
and
it.
everyone can competitively game. Like, I feel like nowadays, with cancel culture and how much everyone is, you not making a team's like a scene that your parents get involved in and talk to your principal about. It's like, why aren't you letting my son on the team? 'Cause he
that's
sucks.
real.
Cause he fucking
Yeah.
sucks.
There are colleges now that have esports teams.
Oh, that's
Yeah, and
that's
also
cool.
if you want to play basketball's a little different. All you really need is a ball
Yeah,
and some shoes, maybe.
yeah.
But like football, you need a ton of equipment. Hockey, you need way more fucking equipment than any of the other ones.
yeah.
For gaming, all you need is that game.
And a television and a computer.
But
like, it's-
most
Yeah, but
people
you could-
most
You
of
don't
us
really
already have
need
those
that
things.
good a computer to run esports titles on
Yeah.
purpose. They're not super.
I would say it's
heavy.
just as cheap to play football as it is to do gaming, though.
Yes,
the
but
gear's
you
not-
can't.
Okay,
you,
so
you don't actually
all-
have to pay for the gear. They give
It's-
it to you at your school.
It's more expensive than
Hockey's
basketball,
different.
less expensive than hockey.
But
Yeah,
also-
hockey, it's the highest.
But also, like, you can't use your football pads to play hockey. You can use that computer to play anything.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's mean you don't have to pay for your football pads, though. Hockey is a different thing, 'cause you have to buy your
Like
like.
making an
It's the most
analogy.
expensive sport there is, pretty much. That's why
I mean,
black people
it-
don't pay it.
a lot of-
play it.
Muhlenberg, you did have to pay for your hockey shit.
Yeah.
Their hockey
that's
team.
everywhere.
If you wanted to play football, they'd give you the shit. If you wanted to play baseball, they'd give you cleats and what you need, your batting gloves.
Baseball doesn't really.
Yeah. You.
It's not expensive, but I'm just
Share
saying
a bat
your hockey,
and a
your
ball.
hockey stuff. If you wanted to join my school's hockey team, they're like, you better pony up fucking $1,500
Exactly.
for all the stuff.
Because there's not enough. You're not going to get enough revenue from fans of high school hockey to pay for the $1,000.
You will in Minnesota, but no, not all of us live in Minnesota.
Minnesota, the hockey.
That's America's
Haven.
Canada. Like that's hockey. That's hockey state USA.
I'm gonna try to watch a little bit more hockey this year.
Come
Yo,
over.
I don't even like sports.
I'll hit
I
you.
like
I'll hit you
hockey.
up. I'll hit you up for the important games, the ones I know are gonna be good.
Yeah, well, I'm only gonna watch if you think that they're realistically gonna make a dent this season. I don't want to watch a failing, struggling tanking team. This
No,
is my
they
first-
they made a lot of good decisions. I'm hopeful, cautiously
Yo,
optimistic. I'd like to call
killing
it.
in sports. People go Birds.
Go
Sixers
Birds.
about to fucking run rim shot on the league.
We shall see.
Yeah.
Just some sort of sports terms.
Yes.
No, I'm actually just making up words.
I'm in
as I go
heaven.
along. I don't even know if they make sense.
I'm in heaven forever. Hit me with that rim shot, girl, or Jesus. Hit me with that rim shot, Jesus.
Allentown's house in the Apex Legend scene.
Something I'm sad about too, man.
Apex Legends?
No, I've moved
Why,
on.
why don't they program it better, man? I just don't get it.
That guy was just in that bra.
They're shooting at him for minutes.
When I posted the Fallout 76 video that me and Mike did, that got us canceled on Reddit.
Wait, what happened?
We posted a video of us trying to play. Fallout 76 has a battle royale mode.
Did you do a racist Asian impression?
No, it's just people,
Okay.
people were mad as fuck that we were bad mouthing that game.
Well, he posted it directly to the Fallout 76 Reddit. Like,
Where was
Most
it?
of the
Where
peop-
else was I gonna
were
post
most
it?
of the people in that Reddit not bad mouthing it at that point?
no, they love that game.
There's like 30 of them.
Ah,
And they're very, very vocal. But no, we posted it to that, and it got down. Like we had a bunch of karma on Reddit from our Reddit roast me video. People really, really liked that. We dropped from like 150 to 0 in like 8 minutes.
150 isn't a lot of Reddit.
It's not.
I get more than that from single posts.
It's not. But we had just started doing Reddit shit at that point, and it was just like immediately gone.
Yeah.
I thought it was really funny. But yeah, they have a battle royale mode, and I was comparing it to Apex Legends, and somebody was like, well, that's a completely different game. And I'm like, yeah, God forbid I compare this free-to-play game to a $60 AAA title. My bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck off, dude.
Two people are too sensitive about things they like. Just get over it.
Yeah, brand loyalty is fucking nuts.
Yeah.
Like, I want Fallout 76 to be good. It's not. I would like it to be. I love Fallout.
But it's like that with
I also
everything.
love
Like
Fallout.
all those Taylor Swift fans, like, who's Tool? How did they take a #1 in the charts?
Who's Tool?
Who cares if Taylor Swift is #2? She just made like 15 million. And who cares how much money she makes? Like, why do you give a shit? Just
Why
enjoy
do
her
you want her to
enjoy
make
her
all that
music.
money?
Yeah, that's enjoy. Like what you
She's
like.
gonna be fine. Like they act like they're ruining her career. Like she has all that, but she'll be fine.
I don't even really know who Tool. I mean, I've heard of them, but I've never really listened to their music.
They
but,
deserve the #1 spot.
They
but-
do.
I don't like Tool,
But how are you gonna be like?
They're a good band.
but they're
How-
a wonderful
How
band.
can you claim they don't deserve it without even listening to their music? I've never even
Have
heard
you
of these
met
people.
people?
How are they doing this? Maybe they actually had good music.
Yeah, it's just 5 guys who started a band 25 years ago and have been grinding it out for a million goddamn years, playing
Actual
fucking
instruments.
sold out tours as a metal band. Well, rock, metal, whatever you want to call them. I don't know.
Just call them Tool.
Tool, yeah, playing.
Well, that's cool though. I like how 25 years later they're still debuting at the #1.
Well, this
spot.
album the previous one was 13 years ago.
Yeah, and their fans are rabid,
Yeah.
and they were like, "New album, we're gonna buy 8 of them."
Do you think Eddie Murphy's resurgence is going to be as successful as Tool's?
He's resurging.
Let's see if he
He got
bitches
$70
out.
million for a special,
Let's see if he bitches out
Is
on his
it-
special.
Oh.
a stand-up special.
On what?
Netflix, of course.
I don't fucking know.
Who else is going to give $70 million to a guy
HBO?
who hasn't done it
Netflix.
in 40 years?
Netflix is just gonna be
40
this.
years since
this
his last
stand-up.
special? Is he?
80s. It was the 80s. It's almost
It has-
How
2020.
old is Eddie Murphy? Is he like
50s?
90s?
Yeah, he's
Late 50s
He's
or
got to be
60s.
close to his 60s at
60s?
least.
But it's like he hasn't done it in 30 years. They're giving him 70 million. Like, I'm sure he's still.
People are gonna watch it just
Fun-
for the
Oh,
fucking
yeah.
I'll
name.
watch it.
I'm gonna watch it. I know I'm gonna
But
watch it.
can he? If his last stand-up was in the 80s,
When he was 19.
when he was 19.
He didn't even have. He did it for like 5 years as a teenager and just immediately became a movie star.
Yeah, but like, is he gonna be able to like modern culture? Like,
And it's not
that's
like
interesting.
It's
shit.
not even like he's going around a club right now or something. Like, I don't even know how he's gonna get those legs back.
Yo, as Eddie Murphy, I don't even think he could. Like
He's
going
so
around,
big. He's so
yeah,
big, yeah.
going around, be like, can't be like.
We'll
Dave.
see what happens.
Then
I'm
again,
gonna
Dave
watch it.
Chappelle did it.
But will he get canceled?
Will he get?
It depends if
canceled?
he. It depends if he bitches
a,
out or
a
not.
lot of no. I mean, like, maybe like everyone under 18 or 20 hasn't really. They didn't grow like.
Not even
they
his
didn't see Beverly
movies.
Hills Cop.
Yeah.
or
No, they
anything.
grew up with Eddie Murphy as
Or
Donkey
Nut-
from fucking
Yeah.
Shrek.
Or like
Yeah.
Nutty Professor. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
they grew up with the newer
they're-
shit.
if they go, wow, he has a stand-up special.
And then
now.
they go watch
and
that.
like, let's go
fuck,
watch his previous stand-up, and it's just him yelling faggot over and over. Well, like they're gonna be like, what? Get rid of all his movies and get him out of Hollywood.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's like that was it's different. Things change. You can't hold people in the past accountable.
And
for
It was
society.
it was
What
just
do you
a
mean, like, what
word.
happened
It
to
was a
Kevin
word
Hart?
back then
Yeah.
that flew. It was a word back then that just flew. Like everybody used it, and he's telling jokes that would still fly today.
Just reworded
But
slightly.
yeah.
if you reworded those jokes, they would still fly today. But because he's using that word,
over.
like when he says, "I had a funny thought. What if Mr. T was a faggot?" Like, and then he goes on a bit about how really effeminate Mr. T,
Yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah.
I pity the fool. Like, you can get away with shit like that today.
I don't know if you could get away with that today.
Maybe not.
No, if you
Actually, I'm wrong.
I don't know.
Like Chappelle's getting a shitload of shit for his just saying alphabet
The
people.
alphabet people.
And it's like they do add a lot of letters very often.
Yeah.
Like
LG.
LGBTQIA for intersex and asexual. It's like I get it, but all of those people don't have the same goals anyway. It's not like they're just grouped together. It's like saying all minorities, like Asians, blacks, and Latinos should be on
Not
the
white
same
and
thing.
white.
Yeah, yeah.
Not white and
And
white.
It's like they're not all have the same goals, and a lot of gay guys don't like being associated with transsexuals because they're not the.
Oh, you talk. Also, there's the
I talked to a
TERFs.
gay guy. What TERFs?
The TERFs, trans exclusionary radical feminists.
Humanity has run its course. I'm done. Burn this
So-
fucking planet
yeah, I
to the
don't know.
ground.
Trans. They're
They're-
lesbians who don't consider trans women women.
Oh, that's my point. Like
Yeah.
they're not all. They're
So now we gotta
individual.
cancel the lesbians too.
Just the TERFs.
See, like grouping them all together like that is not treating them like an individual.
Yeah.
It's just they're all the same. It's like whitewashing or painting them with a broad paintbrush. So that's kind of less
ol' broad
inclusive and
white
considerate,
brush.
actually.
It's the more you try to be inclusive, often you do the
It's
opposite.
like, are you straight? No, then you're over there in that group with every other alphabet.
Also, no matter what you are not immune to being made fun of. if it's not someone directly doing something actually discriminatory, like if you're being discriminated against, I'm not with that shit. I don't like it either. I don't think it's
But I
cool.
will absolutely
will-
call you on a failure of your own character.
But it's just some things are funny, and you do not have the right to be like, I'm offended because you're making a joke.
Also, saying no one should make a joke about me or my whatever your situation is exclusionary to you. Like if all three of us were here, you were like, Justin, look at your teeth. I was like, look at your teeth, look at your hair, and we just went back and forth, ignored Mike. He would feel excluded, like he wasn't part of the conversation or a friend. Because we're not making fun of him. Like making fun of everyone brings everyone together.
It really, it's
part
how
of
we've
a group.
always, it's all how we've always operated. Like nobody was safe. We don't just target Mike. We don't just sit here and be like, look how sweaty he gets sometimes. He's chubby. Like look, you don't target me
like,
all fucking weak or something. Like
it's jokes. Like I make jokes about you because I like you. Like the first podcast, I was like, you introduced me. I was like, here's Kyle. He's a meth baby. I didn't say that because I wanted to fucking cut you down on the first episode of the podcast. And I hated
The hardest part of making fun of Kyle on the podcast is that nobody can smell him.
I smell good right
No,
now.
you don't.
I smell totally bad.
You
I know.
absolutely do not.
I'm far away, but you look like you don't smell good.
It's so fucking weird because I showered last night and then I fucking put deodorant on today.
Yeah, back to the other conversation.
I'm so lost on how I always smell like this shortly after I fucking clean myself.
Stink won't wash away.
It really doesn't.
It's that coal region body.
It's a coal region incest body. That's this fucking whole mess
Hey,
right
stop
here.
making fun of him just because he's from Central PA.
Maybe we can kick him down that fucking
If you
Centralia
had a
hole.
child who went through the same things Kyle did, you wouldn't find this funny either.
You know how hard he had to work? His dad had to get coal to put food on the table?
Do you know how hard his dad had to fuck his cousin to get him to be
You
here today?
don't have the right to not be made fun of. I don't care.
Also, right, not right, just... If that's the biggest problem in your life,
Yeah.
like...
Honestly.
And also, like...
No, it's
stop-
too easy to get food now.
Yeah.
Like, that's the problem. You just go get food. Nobody has to work hard for anything. Now we
You
gotta
know
be
who-
mad about stuff we made up.
You know who doesn't complain about shit like this? 15 people living in a hut who haven't eaten in 2 days. Those people don't complain about people making fun of them.
Nope.
I didn't have to go for water today, so I might as well be fucking angry about whatever I can figure out.
And it's like, people are more upset about joke a comedian made than, like, literal concentration camps.
Yeah,
Don't
exactly.
care. Like, this is number
No,
one news. Like,
they
somebody
care.
made a...
They
they
love
do.
it.
They tweet about it.
They
no,
care.
Not the group that's
Oh.
offended.
Oh,
But they'll pay more attention on Facebook or whatever their platform is to that than campaigning against a concentration camp. Because a comedian made an Asian caricature. Yeah, joke.
There's this...
I'm
there's
amped
this
up
thing,
on water. I'm slurring everything.
There's this thing I've been noticing. It's just people... Some people in my life don't talk about anything else anymore.
Yeah.
Then what?
It's just something, maybe whether it's the president or just other political things, societal commentaries. Some people I know refuse to have a conversation with me that doesn't involve that.
It seems to always come around to it somehow.
And it's like some of them, I was like, you know, you used to be interesting, and now I just want to beat you to death with a rock.
Exactly.
Like
Well,
I can't deal with it anymore. Sometimes, not always, man, but sometimes I just want to fucking tell a dick joke. I just not everything means something.
No.
I just want somebody to make fun of me and me to make fun of. I don't want to think every day.
Yeah, and getting made fun of isn't the end of the world. Like, come on, people.
Well, there's the other part of it of like, how did you not know this information, Kyle? Didn't you know the coal miners in fucking Missouri are this, and this is happening to them? And I'm like, guess what? Last week, I didn't know any of that information, and you and I have done exactly the same thing about it.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to just state this right now. I don't care about coal miners in Missouri.
I don't care about
Good
coal
luck.
miners
I wish
anywhere.
best of life. I hope
Best of luck to you, Black Lung.
I hope coal comes back for you in your little town and nowhere else, but
Why would you want that to come back?
for
though?
their
Because-
little town and
Yeah.
nowhere else. If they love coal,
Because
have fun.
there's these people that complain incessantly about politics and like I said, social stuff. And it's like, eventually, you have to at least try to do something. If Justin came up to me this summer and was like, better fix my furnace, this winter's gonna suck, and 6 months from now, he's like, my house is freezing. That's your fault. You did nothing.
Yeah.
You tried nothing.
Yeah.
Therefore, it's still your fault. Everyone be quiet. I'm tired of everyone.
Identifying the problem isn't fixing it.
I'm literally tired of every side of the argument. I don't want to talk to anyone anymore.
It just bums me out because, like, I started comedy and it's like I did that so I could have freedom of expression.
Yeah,
and
you
now
don't have
it's
that.
like that's like comedians need to just tout the modern society, like, or their view of modern society, instead of just expressing themselves. It's not creative. It's like creative in the context of a very small parameter of things you can make fun of.
I told you
You
we've all
gotta
volunteered
stay
for
in the box.
we've all volunteered for the police state. I forget what band I saw the other day. Re-recorded. It's a band from the 80s. Forget exactly who it was, but they re-recorded a song that was super popular back in the day. Put it on and without swear words so they could get it on YouTube. And I'm like, you were one of the bands in the congressional hearings on music censorship versus Tipper Gore. Don't you remember that? Ugh.
Voluntary censorship.
We volunteered for the police state, and everybody thinks it's fucking dandy.
Not me.
I hate it.
This episode isn't very funny.
This episode's hilarious.
Yeah, let's stop talking about everyone getting canceled and shit.
It
hard.
It bothers us, and I understand, dude. It really bothers me.
Well, also, I just say very offensive things from a good place. I think if you
They
could
say offensive things.
well,
from
if
a
you
good
could, if I can
place.
make you laugh at something that you never thought you'd laugh at, I feel good because it
Like-
alleviated some of the tension and or whatever pain's being caused by that.
Like,
I
dude,
talk about my
we all know each other, and we know we're not like that, but fuck, God forbid you accidentally slip up and say something funny.
yeah. If I say something that offends you, please just come up to me and let's have a discussion.
Yeah, let me know about it.
I'll
I'll
I
tell
can't
you.
work on it if I don't know, and also maybe you're the one
if
who
you
needs
do,
to be
if
worked
you
on.
do have a problem with something
Probably.
that Kyle here says, talk to me about it. I'll tell you that I don't care that you're offended, but I'm glad that you came up to me first.
And we could talk about it.
You can talk about it. I don't care that you're offended. Don't give a fuck.
Nope. So yeah. let's
One more.
not talk-
One
Yeah.
more. You know what offends me?
Oh
What?
God!
You know what
people
offends me?
being offended.
No, it's not anything to do with that.
People make
The
fun
amount of advertising that we just think is great. Like this.
Who? Hold up.
Other than advertisers think it's great.
Nobody seems to care though. Everyone.
Is
seems
this
to think
because I sent you a picture of the floor at JCPenney?
the floor at JCPenney is an advertisement?
Yeah.
You were walking around in a fucking advertisement.
That makes sense. If I owned a store, why wouldn't I do that?
It's just everything, everywhere. I know. I'm done now. I'm done. I'll stop. It
Yeah,
just bothers me.
advertising?
Just fucking
Well,
bothers me.
advertising pays for the content. Except here, we.
for the content.
But I know that there's a time and a place for it. I'm not bashing all
Oh,
advertising.
it could be excessive. Like,
It's so excessive.
remember when YouTube didn't even have any ads, and then they only
And
had.
also porn.
Yeah, YouTube used to have porn on it.
Are you sure you're not thinking of porn?
No, dude.
No,
you don't
YouTube.
remember the Wild West YouTube?
It was
No.
literally
Yeah.
year one, baby. Before
Mhm.
Google bought it, there was people sucking dick on YouTube.
Whoa.
Yup.
There wasn't exactly what we would call moderators yet.
Yeah, man. We didn't have Pornhubs or YouPorns back then.
I always think it's funny about the channels that blew up, but they have the weirdest names, but they just want to get rid of the followers. So
Ah.
it's like this super follower count channel that's like Dave7.
I said earlier I was sad about something, and then Justin was like, "What is it? Cancel culture?" And then we brought it back to that. But no, you remember the Area 51 raid?
Has that happened?
That's supposed to happen in 5 days from
The 20th.
5 days of filming this. They all knew that it was a joke, right?
Who? Like all the people that are going?
Everyone who signed up to go.
Oh, okay.
They all knew it was a joke. So the guy who started the gag was gonna turn it into. It was called Alien Fest. Alien Stock. It was called Alien
sure
Stock.
a thing like that already exists.
Well, it's called Alien
Sure.
Stock. It was gonna be right outside Area 51 at the little town, right? It's supposed to be probably. They don't know. They're estimating about 50,000 people in this town that only has 7 buildings.
That's population 50, I think.
Population 50. They get travelers who come from through Nevada and shit. Like
Yeah.
they don't get anybody. So the guy who started it,
Ah, we lost Justin.
the guy who started it had his name signed onto it, and he pulled his name off of it. He pulled his name off of it yesterday, and I'm kind of upset because he was like, this is not going to go off without a hitch. This is going to be Firefest 2.0 with aliens. I'm out.
Are they still doing it though?
I don't know. I just am curious. We'll have to see.
I bet whoever owns the one hotel in that town is super happy.
They're not.
It's probably like $900,000
scared,
a
dude.
night.
They're
yeah,
not.
That's true.
The fucking townspeople are like, our restaurants don't have enough food. We cannot support this. We cannot maintain for. There was supposed to be like a 3-day event.
You look in the back, and the restaurant only has one refrigerator.
Yeah, they're like we can't.
Like my
Yeah, like a normal house refrigerator.
We can't sustain life like this for this many days.
We only have 20 forks.
Just all the people. I know it was a joke, but just think about if some idiots really did try to storm Area 51. You know they test like future weapons there. It'll take one bullet to kill all of you.
Also, you don't really need future weapons. You could just 2 people with a gun. You don't even need a gun. There's enough like you just hit them with that heat ray thing they have, or
Yeah.
those sound rays.
Yeah, or they scramble your fucking brain.
Tear gas everybody.
One bomb. There's bomb testing sites on the property.
I think the government isn't trying to kill 50,000 dumb Americans.
Have you know the history of the government?
Yeah, but they also are not trying to incite a civil war. At Area
there
51.
will be no civil war. Everyone's so obedient. There will be no civil war.
Of course, and we have guns, so that would never
All those strikes are coming back though.
strikes.
What do you
Oh
mean?
yeah,
Like,
minor strikes and
The minor strikes, teacher strikes. There's a huge GM strike.
Oh, nice.
Mm-hmm.
Very nice.
farmer strikes.
I still think people are far too obedient.
Well,
Resist.
I mean, there's only
Resist
so much
obedience.
you can do.
Resist. Resist everything.
Like you resist too much and you just end up in prison.
Or
Like if you
hungry.
resist paying your taxes.
Free hat.
Free hat.
Free Wesley Snipes and that dude from the Jersey Shore.
I only got
And Martha Stewart. No, she didn't evade taxes.
I guarantee you, if I was younger, man, I would have been at that Area 51
Nah.
party. It's
It
just
can't
gonna-
be
it's
any
just
worse
gonna be
than
a-
a gathering.
I've never been to Nevada. I got to cross it off my state's list.
But I'd get almost there and be like, Vegas is right there.
Let's go
You know
catch a
there's-
fucking Golden Knights game.
There's stuff happening other than desert in Vegas, right?
I know, but like, there's a fucking impromptu festival. That's just gonna be a mess.
Festival of what though? There's like
There's
there's no infrastructure. It'd be
I
like
know.
one person on a fucking boombox. My bad.
I want to see the fucking. They were gonna have bands play. There's supposed to be.
if
There's
that's
supposed to be live music and shit popping off. I don't know if it's still happening. The main guy pulled out. I don't know if the other event coordinators are still working. with it.
What's the entertainment? Just
yeah. You're just
everybody
sitting in a
everybody
desert.
just camps in the desert like.
I guess.
No Wi-Fi signal. Probably it seems.
Not to mention, it gets really cold at night in the desert.
Yeah.
Also, water is gonna be a problem.
Yeah, because their town only has 7 buildings.
Yeah. You have to bring your own. Yeah. Go to Vegas. Just go to Vegas.
Because
If you're
Vegas
planning on
has
that,
water.
Go to Vegas and gamble away your child's college fund.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's just something like in my head that I think I'd like to check out just because I know it's gonna be a shit show.
Yeah, I think it would be just gonna be really boring.
If 50,000 people showed, 50,000 idiots in one spot is never boring.
That's true. And
It's
there's
not.
a
Hold
lot
on.
of
You got to
loons
get
there.
more realistic with your population right there.
I'm
Yeah,
just saying,
yeah.
if 50,000 people were to show up.
Well, if 3,000 people showed up, it'd still get pretty. They would be lunatics.
Oh
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I want to
something
hang
would
out
pop
with
up.
those lunatics, but leave.
You'd have the real, in that group, you'd have the real cosmonauts who are like, this is a photo I took of an alien. This is a photo I took of a UFO. Like, okay.
Actually, I couldn't go to that. I would get jumped and murdered, and they'd string me up in Area 51 because I would make
Absolute
There'd
fun.
be so much pushback from me.
It's funny as fuck that I do believe in aliens, but anytime anybody's like, look,
Yeah.
alien, I'm like, you're an idiot.
I believe in aliens. I don't believe anyone's seen one.
It's
I don't believe this guy in
amazing.
Oklahoma
Yeah.
managed to spot the UFO because they forgot to put on their fucking invisibility shielding or whatever the
Yeah,
hell.
the fucking alien was like, you know where we're gonna go? The hub of this planet, Kentucky.
Yeah.
We're gonna fucking hit Kentucky, and we're gonna find out what these people
Now let's
really take.
fly close to the ground and just not conceal ourselves at all. That's not important.
I used to just think that UFO abductees were just guys in the South who didn't want to admit they were into butt stuff.
Probably. I'd believe it.
They
if
said
that-
that there's a huge correlation between dental procedures and people who have UFO abduction experiences, because all of their
Like
stories,
immediately afterwards?
No, like
Or-
all of their stories
This
are
is a-
exactly
this is a light thing?
reminiscent of the gas they give
Yeah,
you,
the lights.
the gas they and people working on your face.
Yeah.
And that shit, yeah, they said that. Yeah, that's probably what happened. You probably just had like a fucking. You probably half woke up, were out of it, and then like a couple months later, you're like, I was abducted by aliens.
Also, all the aliens, like everyone would know this is an abduction because it seems like they just fire a very intense beam of light that could light up your entire fucking town.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
Well, the people that claim to have seen it talk about the tractor beam coming down, so it's like Bob Lazar, the UFO
I
specialist.
just think it's funnier.
You believe anything Bob Lazar says?
Hell no. Are you serious?
Who's Bob Lazar?
Bob Lazar, I think, might be completely full of shit.
Think?
I think he might be.
Yeah, I'm pretty confident in that. Like, I'm not. I'll leave the doors cracked, I guess.
So I honestly think he's been telling this story for so long
believes it.
that he himself believes his own bullshit.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Mike, you didn't see anything about the Bob Lazar dude? He claims he was on Joe Rogan. He had like a documentary come out on Netflix. He claims he used to work at Area 51 and was hands-on with some of the alien tech that they'd found.
No, he didn't.
No, yeah, exactly.
First of all,
But what if, man?
he'd be dead.
Yeah. If you were exposing so many confidential secrets,
He has a real convenient excuse because he was like, I was at MIT and all this, and they're like, well,
was he actually?
They were like, we can't find a single record of you.
Exactly.
Not one photo, not one log, not one acceptance paper, nothing.
The aliens erased it.
Not a parking pass.
He said that in the 80s when he started fucking doing shit with, when he started whistleblowing, that all of that's been erased.
That's convenient for him.
It really, but what if it's true, right? Right?
Mm-hmm.
I had to cover my tracks. We used the Area 51 Men in Black pen on everybody.
Yeah.
All I know is that ever since everyone's been carrying around a camera in their pocket, there's been a lot less UFO sightings.
Exactly.
Yeah, you'd think it would have went up. Wacky.
It's Google.
And Bob Lazar,
It's Google.
They just destroy the evidence. as
Bob
soon as you
Lazar had
take
that
it.
video where it's him and his friend. He told all of his friends, like, they're working on this craft. We're going to the desert, and there is something wacky flying around, but like,
Is it just a drone?
It's
like,
probably
like a
it's
prototype
probably
drone?
just an 80s version of a fucking drone.
How clear is the footage?
It's 1980s shoulder cam
Oh, that's cool.
in the
because
middle of the fucking night.
It's like Mike said, we don't have 4K capable recording phones. Maybe he couldn't afford one, you know.
I mean,
It
the
was-
zoom sucks.
it
We
was
would
the
invest
80s.
in good camera. Oh,
It was the fucking
the
80s
footage.
when he brought that footage out. The footage, no, I think the footage is real. I just think what he's filming isn't
Oh, cool. I mean,
terrestrial.
I mean,
or
it's not
extraterrestrial.
CG.
isn't terrestrial.
I don't think it's extraterrestrial. I don't think it's super fucking natural.
no, of course not.
But the thing in my brain, man, nobody wants it to be true more than Kyle. Nobody wants it to
Yeah, I
be
think
true
it'd be
more than me.
Well, I don't.
The
think...
problem that I have is, do you know how fucking difficult interstellar travel is? And you're going to tell me they're going to put all that effort into getting to another civilization and just be like, all right, quiet.
Yeah.
Don't tell nobody.
Leave the headlights on. It's
Uh,
not a big deal.
To be
cut
completely
the lights and put it in neutral. We're just going to coast by Earth.
To be completely fair, though, if they studied this before they came to this planet and they studied our history, they would have showed up like, we bring you peace. Break its legs, it's bringing peace. Like,
Let's
we would
fuck it.
have fucking
No,
killed it.
I was about to say.
Yeah,
like,
but also, if they have the ability to travel across the entire, not universe, but like interstellar travel and get here, we also might just be like a colony of ants to them and they don't give a shit.
I always thought that, too.
Yeah. Well, I hope aliens never visit us because
Because
if our history, like we were saying, if our history is any indication,
Yeah.
we're not even investigating what weaponry
What do you mean
or
the
technology
aliens
they
don't believe
have.
in Jesus?
We're storming them with whatever we have at like pitchforks, guns, tomato cans,
Yep.
whatever. We're attacking them. So that would not end well for humanity if they can
Or if
reach our planet from wherever.
If we were friendly, it would just be, can we slap some Geico ad stickers on your ship?
No, there's no way we would be friendly though.
Oh, fuck no.
We
Fuck no.
like Mexico's 50 fucking miles away from Texas, and they're like, fuck them, they're degenerates and not humans.
Seriously, like
Those are literally not humans.
like aliens. Like, we haven't even learned to like each other, and you're
Yeah.
talking about bringing aliens in. You've seen District 9.
Yeah,
That's what would happen.
exactly. That's
Concentration
exactly
camps.
how it
That's
happen.
what would happen. I don't know. I like alien stuff. I find it entertaining. I don't believe 99.9% of the fucking shit I see.
Nope. Yeah. Bob Lazar is offensive, and I hope it gets canceled.
Oh, are we canceling Bob Lazar now?
Yeah.
Throw out the hashtag. Cancel Bob Lazar. He molested an alien back in 1986, probably.
Ugh.
Maybe.
Ugh. Yeah, it's weird that we never got like a new rendition of aliens either. Like people stopped creating like new or cool forms for them at least.
I was gonna
Everyone's just
say
going off
they're
of
all
blues.
humanoid.
Yeah, grays.
They're all humanoid. I mean,
There's absolutely
Nailed
no
it.
reason it has to look like us.
No,
like
an alien could look like an octopus or like a bug could be an.
it doesn't have to look like
Anything,
it could be
yeah.
a fart cloud,
Yeah.
like from
Did
fucking.
you see The Arrival?
No.
Probably.
It came out like a year or so ago. It was
Definitely
about a couple alien ships start hovering around, and then they go inside to make contact, and the only one who can figure out what's going on is like she's well versed in linguistics and shit. So they're trying to have her figure it out, but they're just like weird shapes. They're just conscious shapes in
Yeah.
there, and I'm like, cool, an alien design I haven't seen before.
Yeah. I don't know why they
It's
have
more of just like an energy.
Like you can even Independence Day has the same problem because you see him at first, but that's just the suit, and then when they fucking open it up, it's
Yeah.
just that classic fucking big-headed alien.
Yeah, it makes no sense.
Biosuit. I do like the biosuit.
The
though.
biomechanical suit, yeah. I still like Independence Day.
I haven't watched it in a while. It's probably
There was a new one. Did anybody watch it?
no.
Yes,
All right, moving on.
It doesn't.
you don't
any
have
mo-
to watch it.
I feel like any movie that gets a sequel like a decade after the original movie comes out,
It's gonna be great,
It's like
especially
we-
when the main actor's like, "Nah, I don't want to do that."
Yeah,
I
we
can't-
ran out of ideas. What can we give a sequel to?
What?
I can't see. What's the time?
Right, just under an hour.
Okay.
That's perfect. Think about aliens now.
I don't want to.
I just want to close on how much I fucking hated It Chapter 2.
Oh, perfect.
I really did not enjoy it. The movie has one move for 3 hours straight. You guys at home, you know the shitty horror trailers where it's person talking, gets quiet. See creepy thing. Creepy thing runs at camera full speed going ah! As loud as it can. That's It Chapter 2 for 3 fucking hours.
Did it have the giant spider?
It does.
Okay.
It
Did he
somehow looks worse than the one from 1990.
Did he have glow abs?
He did not. Maybe he did. I don't remember.
Fucking sweet ass glow abs.
I don't remember. I didn't, and I didn't even notice this until I watched a YouTube video where somebody pointed it out. Pennywise talks like Winnie the Pooh.
Wait, what?
Like, how about a balloon, Georgie? Like, he
Yeah,
talks
yeah,
like
yeah.
Winnie the Pooh. I didn't notice until somebody pointed it out. Now I can't unhear it.
Yeah, I can believe that.
But yeah, It Chapter 2 is fucking, because the chapter
3
one-
hours. It's 3 hours.
Chapter 1 was fine. I thought it was decent enough. But
Yeah.
this one I fucking really didn't like.
One was fantastic. It was better than any other It movie that came before it.
There's a part in Chapter 2 where a dude is fighting like a monster, one of the projections that it is
Yeah.
showing them. And he's like choking it up against the wall. It gets the better of it, and he's fucking choking it, right? And it makes for kind of like a moment, kind of like okay, this is kind of cool. And then the fucking thing throws up on him, and then as soon as the thing's puke hits his face, it starts playing Dolly Parton's "Angel."
Okay.
Like, you know, that's
I don't
how
know the song, but
they used it in the intro to Deadpool. Shaggy did the fucking
okay.
remake of it, like, you're my angel,
Oh,
you're my
okay.
dog. So
Darling.
imagine having a moment that was almost kind of cool, and all of a sudden it's just, "Bleh, girl, you're my angel, you're my dog." I was
Like somebody made it as a joke and it accidentally made it
I
into
was
the
straight
movie.
up like, why did you just do this?
see, the first one had a lot of spots where it just built tension. It didn't even
This one
have-
does not.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like it does.
It doesn't. And I told you earlier, it suffers from the Marvel problem of even when there was a moment,
Yeah.
better make a joke. Better make a joke right now.
Yeah, that's rough. I wasn't planning on seeing it. I'm definitely not after that.
You shouldn't.
review.
You don't have to. If you, I mean,
What's Halloween's coming up? What is there any horror movie on the horizon that's supposed to be good for Halloween? In between now and then?
I don't know. They'll probably crank out a fucking new Annabelle or whatever,
Or
like they
Saw or
do
something.
every 4 weeks.
Or another
Yo,
Conjuring.
Who the fuck is rebooting Saw?
They're rebooting Saw?
No,
What?
not rebooting, but maybe like a soft reboot.
Oh,
it was
like,
somebody.
with
It,
a new fucking.
Chris Rock. Chris Rock is rebooting Saw.
Nah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Is he? Wait, what?
we just need black comedians to make our horror because they keep killing
I was
it.
gonna say, I guess that's what's happening. Like,
They
you
just-
saw
they
Key
just
and
keep
Peele was
killing
like,
it.
yeah, I'm gonna do this.
They just keep killing it.
Wow, that's a fucking weird.
How did you guys feel about the Saw movies?
I like
I
the
hate
first one.
Saw.
Like
You don't like the first one?
I don't like gore fest.
It's
that are
not,
just
though.
The first one's not a
fest.
gore fest though.
None of them really are. I mean,
Well,
the later ones are way gorier, but that first one,
After
I remember.
two, it's pretty much like people getting needles in their eyes.
That was
and-
pretty funny.
Yeah, yeah.
I remember them people telling me that Saw is just torture porn, and they said the same thing about Hostel, and it's like,
Actually,
dude, I've seen
what? You don't think Hostel is torture porn?
It's just not. It's not as gory and fucked up as everyone told me it was. I don't know, dude. I grew up watching 80s horror where it's literally buckets of blood and like mutilation for a full fucking hour and a half
Hostel was literally a hotel where every room someone's being tortured in.
that it barely shows.
Nah.
It really does. It really does. I watched it within the last year. It really does barely show.
Okay.
So word of mouth and marketing worked wonders.
Well, I mean,
for
there's no
Hostel.
premise of the movie other than there's a hotel where people get. That's
Yeah,
there's
it's not good.
If you quantify, it's torture something.
Yeah, it's not good.
And Saw first one kind of was. Now I'm thinking of it. Not the whole movie, but they had like when they're going through the past deaths, like when they're showing them getting cut up or the guy
I don't
getting
know,
blown
man.
up, the
I
fat
just-
dude.
Like, I watched shit like Dead Alive in the 80s, and a fucking dude runs through a house with a chainsaw just putting it on people, and fucking throwing blood and gore and viscera all over the
Well, the
place.
first Saw, they had that obese guy that's crawling through piano wire.
Was that the first one?
Yeah, he was like a
Was it?
he was like a glutton, and they said so. It was like repent for your gluttony by trying
I
to.
don't
I
know.
thought he had to do his pound of flesh.
Well, I know he was crawling. My bad. I know he was crawling through I thought he was crawling through razor wire, and they found him.
Yeah,
like,
Mike
his
said
gut out.
somebody had to do the give the pound of flesh.
Yeah.
thing. I didn't like either one of
That's
those
what
movies
I
all
think.
that much.
I think that was the girl that cut open her friend to get a key.
I remember that.
I can't. Yeah, I can't believe I remember those movies. I only saw them once. I
Yeah.
only saw the first 3, and then I
I
realized.
liked Hereditary.
Hereditary. It's good. Damn, that sucks though. No horror movies on the horizon for Halloween.
Next year,
What?
the new Halloween comes out next year.
Okay, that might that.
It'll be fine.
Yeah, I'm. I saw the first one for the first time a few months ago.
What, the very first one?
No, I meant the reboot
The-
first
the-
one. The first of the reboot. They're rebooting it.
The Rob Zombie reboot? The which reboot?
The newest reboot.
Okay.
That is a
Remember-
reboot, right?
Yeah.
There's Halloween.
No, that's a
There's
sequel.
Halloween.
This
There's
is a
also
sequel.
Halloween.
It's
and then there's also
That's
Halloween.
true. It already starts with her.
The new
Yeah,
Halloween.
sorry,
attack.
there's also
Yeah, yeah,
Halloween.
yeah.
The 2018 Halloween was a direct sequel
What's
to
the
Halloween
first
1.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because it starts with her
Which,
afraid of
at
Michael
some
Myers.
point, I want to sit there and go through the fucking timeline of those movies. I can do it in my head, like I know it, but it's like, Jesus Christ, Jamie Lee Curtis has died more times in this series than Michael Myers has.
Is the third one good?
No.
Oh, so they probably won't even follow that plot for the new movie then.
They didn't. They followed the plot from 1. They didn't even follow the plot from 2.
That's true.
It's a direct sequel to Halloween
Yeah.
called
This
Halloween.
Is Halloween. This is Halloween.
not to
like-
be
just
not to
like
be
the
confused
other-
with Rob
Yeah,
Zombie's
yeah, Halloween.
Halloween.
Yeah.
Not to be confused with Halloween.
I just want Busta Rhymes in this new one.
Trick or treat, motherfucker! And then he like drop kicks him. Yo, him and Tyra Banks are the only thing I remember about that movie. It's bad. It's not good.
No, of course not. Halloween remix or whatever.
But like,
Millennium.
is Resurrect remix? Halloween remix. There's a part that makes me laugh every year because I watch them like every fucking Halloween and shit.
Uh-huh.
There's a part where, because you know, the premise was that it was a reality show,
Uh-huh.
and they were hoping that some crazy shit would happen, but Busta's like fucking with him and putting props around, and he shows up dressed as Michael Myers, and the real Michael Myers turns the corner, and Busta thinks it's a dude he works with, and he's like, Freddy, what the fuck you doing, bro? I'm supposed to be the one in the costume. Then you see both of us dressed up like this shit. It's gonna kill the whole effect. And he just starts bopping Michael on the head. He's like, what's wrong with you? You shit upstairs ain't working? And Michael just looks so confused and does this, and Busta just walks away. I'm like, that's the best part of this movie by a landslide.
I'm gonna watch it again. Actually, probably not.
Good luck.
All right.
All
Well,
right.
I think we're gonna end it with Busta
Rhymes knocking on him.
Bustin' Mikey.
Can do.
Bitch, smack that subscribe button for me with a golf club, please.